back, my amazing student. I hope you guys are really happy today because you're going to be learning some really cool stuff on this lecture here. So in this video, we are going to be learning how to log in using roles, user roles. Like if the user is an admin, they can log in to a certain area of our application. If the user is a regular user, they can log into a different area. All right. So we're going to do authentication based on user roles. All right. So let's get to it. So I'm going to, first of all, I want to modify some things in our application. So guys, if you're just landing on this video, this is a part of a series of lectures. All right. So this is a bunch of lectures put together in React Router. All right. To learn this stuff. All right. So let's go into the login page here. So let's go in here to the login. And so the first thing that I want to do is right here on handle login, I want to simulate a user object. And the object is going to be role, right? And then I'm going to pass that into the state here, to the state function, to the set auth user, and not logo, but role. All right. So what else? Another thing that I want to do, let me see, instead of navigating there, let me see the login. So we're setting this in there. Instead of doing this way, what I'm going to do, just to make it a little cleaner, is I'm going to separate this a little bit, and I'm going to call this user data. Okay, I'm just going to put that there, all right? And, you can put all your comments or whatever you need in here, but then I'm just going to pass this in here, okay? And then once we log in, I want to set this item in local storage, all right? Once we log in, and because I want to set the role when we log in. So we're going to set the item. We'll grab the auth user. Well, we're going to set that in there, and we'll use the JSON stringify to make sure that that is converted to a string. Once we have that, we're good to go, right? Now, once we have this, what I want to do is I want to create another button here, because this is going to handle login as a regular user, as an example here, okay? And this other button here is going to handle login as an admin, just like that, okay? So login as Edwin Diaz, login as a regular user. And this one is just going to be logging as Edwin Diaz, the admin. There we go. And you can put your name there if you want. Okay. So that's how we're going to set this up. Now, what's next? Let's go into the app.js. All right. And here, we need to modify this just a little bit. Let me see. Actually, this looks okay. We're doing this here. Yeah, I thought we had to modify it. No, but this looks okay. We don't need to do a lot here, really. We're passing the stuff down to the sidebar. Yeah, this is pretty good. There's nothing to do here that I see right now. All right, so let's go into the protected. Let's go protected, yeah, right here. Okay, and this is where we got to modify things a little bit. So the user, and here, as a matter of fact, yeah, we'll need to modify it just a little bit. We need to modify the protected route component, but we'll do that in a minute, because we need to get this required role that's going to come from there. So that we are using in here, I believe we're protecting this. Let me see. This component here. Oh, in the app routes. Sorry about that. App routes and dashboard. Let me see that right here. So we need to have this required role to be the admin here. So it needs to be a string. And this is just, we're simulating things, guys. All right. And then we'll come back here and we'll take it in. All right. And this is for app routes. All right, so far so good. We're gonna break this lecture here because we're gonna have to modify this a little more here to make it happen. We have to create another component because the regular user needs to be redirected somewhere else while the admin needs to be redirected to the admin area. So I wanna keep this lecture short because I know you guys are learning this stuff, and let's recap on what we did so far, right? So we went ahead and modified the login. So let's go ahead and recap on this. So we went ahead and modified the login. What did we do? Well, we're passing in the role in the handle login function, and we are passing this into this object as well. All right, so we are simulating that this is going to be like an object coming from somewhere else, right? Now, we are stringifying that data. We're just passing that data in, that role, whatever that role is. We don't know yet, right? So once we handle that login, depending on how we click, where we click, either we're going to click a value of user, a regular user, or an admin user. That's going to be the role, okay? Now, when we go into the app routes, let's go into the protected route right here. This is going to be the end result. We're passing in that required role, whatever that required role is. It could be admin or it could be the regular user, okay? That's gonna be passed down through here, all right? But in the next lectures, we're gonna continue with this. We're gonna modify this a little more to take in, to create another path for the regular user. And at the same time, we're gonna create a regular component or another component for a regular user's dashboard, right? Because we have a dashboard for an admin, we should have a dashboard for a regular user as well. So we need to modify our application to take that in. So if you know how to do that, go ahead and do it yourself. Take it as a homework, and I'll see you guys on the next lecture so that way we can compare our code if you create the code yourself. I'll see you guys then. Take care.